Hello Shipbreaker 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. Some people dream of great salvage, while other people get up every morning and make it happen.
Hey, newbie. You're not going around doing all the stupid newbie things, are ya? Going around trying to be the best out there? It'll kill you real quick. Counting your spares ain't as cool as you think. And here's a tip. Keep a diary. They say the memory transfer to the spare is flawless, but I've heard otherwise. Oh, and never pee in your suit. Trust me. Just don't.
Oh, I haven't had my my mic's been muted this whole time. Whoops. Darn it. Okay, so that's working. Yeah, for some reason the Spotify stuff is not working on my Stream Deck. I hate it when that happens. Oh, it looks like I have to do a refresh of the API key, which is annoying. Okay, I'll have to worry about that some other time. It looks like I still do it with my normal. Oh, okay, so yeah, we're just gonna do that instead. Anyway. Okay, so we got in here and we had opened up the cargo, the airlock and everything. Oh yeah, we also removed the that's right, we had removed the doors, the center and stuff, so that's right. We got to this point, it's going like, well, how do I do this without messing with a bunch of other stuff? I can't. I really have to just go for it. So, I have practiced this bit, though. Oh, that's right. We have a reactor right there. So we got to be very careful. So what I did last time, I did a practice run. So what I've done since then is then you go in. Go in and you go ahead and you just break these. And I think what I need to do is I actually need to do a little tether work. Let's go ahead and grab. Yeah, so it won't start splitting until we get rid of all 4 pieces. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna swap it over to our grapple. We're gonna go ahead and grab a grapple here. And grapple it to this side. And do that one. That way, when we do this, we'll have atmosphere vent, but it will kind of stay attached. And stay in place. Okay, there we go. There's all that atmosphere in the crawl space. There it goes. But it's not going to go flying off like crazy. There we go. Not bad. Okay, so. Whew. Actually gonna get crunched here. That's okay. Okay, let's go ahead and crunch those. Movie star Bill Wirtz. I've listened to some of Bill Wirtz stuff. I like his music. Okay. Go ahead and grapple. Gonna get these lights. Pop.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I think I can go ahead and grab this and just have it go yanky yank, and off she goes. And rink. That's all processor stuff.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Want to grab this. Want to go. Boom. Very carefully get outside here.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Whoop. Yoink. Okay, now we're down to our cockpit, the outer shell, and that. So,
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
the way it's sitting right now, I think it's a little, no, I should be able to swipe that out. Let's go ahead. There we go. And to the furnace. Off she goes. Okay, cockpit casing is gone.
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
Time to cut this glass out. There we go. Flip that. Be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. 'Cause the stay on. There we go. Don't move. Perfect. Off she goes.
Material accepted. Credits assigned. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Then grab this. Grab this. And off she goes. Yoink. And yoink. Now, we've got more junk that we got to get in here. So,
Credits awarded.
we have fuel cases, we have power niphodes, we got the nacelles. So let's we should let's deal with this nacelle. Down you go. Now, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, so we cut through the cut points here.
Credited.
All the outside panels can come off, and then we can deal with that reactor. So. Luckily, we have no fuel cells that we need to deal with at this point. It's my laser, so. Okay, that's 2 panels. Okay, we still have lights there. Make sure we don't yank those into the processors. Just look over your shoulder.
Salvage
Look
deposit
over
confirmed.
your shoulder.
Credit.
There we go. Okay. Yoink. Now, is this one completely free? It looks like it is. Yeah.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Off she goes. These lights. Power cell. Fantastic. Okay, now we should be able to get this reactor out of here.
Applying credit to account.
Oh. Get in there. Ah, didn't make it. Now I can get in there. There we go.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
I mean, the reactor itself is $1.25 million, so
Rewards allocated.
very much worth getting to. Now, from what it looks like, we actually have, is that a control? That is a flush switch. All right. Let's go in here and we flip this. Flushes the fuel out. Okay. Let me see. And flip ourselves around. Then take this, go push out just a little bit. Push out just a little bit. Maybe not quite. It's probably still connected somehow. Yep, there's one in the back. I kind of want to be. I want to be really careful. I don't want to light this thing up. Like this. Okay. Panel's free. Give it a little push. Okay. That's what we're looking for. We want to have just enough space that we can grab the lights, send them off.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Anything else? Nope, doesn't look like it. So off you go. The tethers are so great. I love it.
Valuable object processed.
Okay. And then that thing's completely free. Disconnected the fuel tank. Send that off. Now, let me think here.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, we got top panels we can deal with now. Especially this cargo hatch.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Okay, cargo panel free. This goes to the barge. Boom. Here we go.
Salvage deposit secured. Credit.
Okay. We still have the airlock. Right. I'm gonna have to mess with the airlock. So I think what I did last time... So... what happens is that if I take the panels off, I depower these, the doors open up. Problem is they go into the bulkhead, which means I can't get to them. Now, by the look of it, these are actually processor doors. What about the other side? Because when I've done practice runs in free play, one of the doors is always set to furnace, not processor. It looks like they haven't done that for me this time. So these actually don't have to be cut away. Which is good. I don't want to have to cut them away. It's annoying. We do need to grab the panels, though. Panels are barge related, so. And then we're going to go ahead and jump to our cutter again. Start zapping things. Go ahead and get this other engine nacelle. Off you go. Well, I destroyed something unintentionally. Oh well. By looking at things online, it showed that for the most part you can't get 100%. It's just not possible to get 100% on in this game. Getting a 95% or higher is kind of the goal.
Applying credit.
Because by cutting things loose and stuff like that, cutting things out, you destroy percentages of material in such a way that you actually can't get 100% salvage. Hello, Kyle. How are you doing? Did I see that you had a couple of competitions? You had a couple of competitions going on recently, like back to back or something, didn't you? Ah! I didn't pay close enough attention. I just blew up the fuel barge. the fuel tank. Shoot! Ah, dag, nabbit. Yeah, that was a bunch of money. Ah, crap. Yeah, so I've lost... well, crap. I should have been far more careful. I feel stupid now. Alright, well. Could've been worse. There is the air getting... Ow! I just got killed.
Injury detected. A ticket has been submitted for medical.
What happened? I just got crushed, I think. Yikes. First death. You have been crushed.
All right. Breathe. You okay? Got yourself good there. Don't sweat it. Happens to the best of us. Always good to review your spare replacement form. See how you can avoid future mishaps. Too many spares will rack up the debt, and that's how they get you. Okay, let's get back to work.
Yikes. Yikes. I wasn't expecting that in the slightest.
Don't forget that your equipment durability doesn't take care of itself.
Ow!
Here's acting up on you.
I just smacked myself again.
To patch it up in the half. Your tools should be working for you.
Yikes. I am just sloppy. Ow!
Valuable objects.
Okay, let's see if we can salvage. Let's salvage my wreck here. Actually, is my Spotify working on... I don't know if it is. Ah, it is. It's not just the... It's the recommended... It's the Smart Shuffle stuff. We don't want to do a... We don't want to experiment with music. We want to just play what I have, so... Ow! Okay. Yeah, that did all kinds of nasty stuff. Okay, well, let's see if we can work our way into grabbing all the stuff that I need to handle.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credits.
Lots of stuff is going to be processor stuff, which is good. I was not expecting that at all. Oh well.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Material deposited. Account credit applied.
Let's yank it away from the furnace so I don't lose anything else. Slowly and gently pull it closer back to the center. Well, note to self, if I'm going to pull the airlock out, I need to make sure I'm outside the ship when I break that last core, because apparently the explosive decompression was what did it. I got crushed by that, so I got crushed between the sides when that happened, I guess. Okay, that's better. Now. That's for the barge. That's our airlock. Very carefully bring it towards us. And grab. Oh, didn't quite grab it. There we go. Now, I think there's other stuff on it. Music. Nope, I think it can just go. Off you go.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Okay.
Credits transferred.
That's the panel with the hatch.
Cleared. Rewards allocated.
Oh, let me grab that. I'll patch up that kit a little bit. Oh, gosh. Okay. Now, I'm just looking around to see if there's anything else that's
Transferring credits.
that got thrown kind of out of the way. Yep, that is a panel. Right there. That's that piece. There we go. Okay.
Valuable object accepted for processing. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Oh, didn't want to do that. Oh well. I think there's a slight pull coming from the bays themselves. Yeah,
Processing object.
there we go.
Applying credits to account.
That's a much bigger piece. You stop doing that. Keep hitting it when I'm facing that stuff so it goes everywhere.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Okay, that's all the fragmented pieces. Okay, when that happened, we probably lost stuff on the side. It's actually the wrong side. We were over here. Yeah, those panels just completely blew up and cracked and everything. Yikes. So the ship is actually upside down at the moment. Get some more fuel. There we go. If I could figure out how to turn ships, it'd be really nice. Because this is actually getting in the way at the moment. But we'll figure it out. Okay. Yep, that whole panel can come off. Just like that. Then we want to go... Hunt! That'll work. I think I inadvertently jinxed myself when I made the title of the stream. Because that was not planned to get myself crushed with as a result of atmospheric depressurization. Be careful there. I need to watch my laser.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Here she goes. All right. Now, what I don't understand in this game is that when you do these ships, you get little gribblies, like these cans, and you sometimes can get like tools or something like that just kind of float around the ship. I can't collect them or anything, so I wonder if they're just junk. Side and you yank it into the bay.
Their supplies dropping.
Yep, tether supply is getting weaker, and I'm fully aware of that.
Object accepted for processing.
Okay. And that tether's going to keep yanking in there. Okay, a couple things. Grab you. Off you go.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
What I actually want to do, I want to grab this whole thing, and I want to, well... Here, let's actually yank it upwards a little bit, so it's not quite pointing down quite so much. Concerned that it's getting so close to the furnace, it's actually going to start yanking it in. I'd rather it not get yanked in. That's better. Okay. That's processor. Engineering is processor as well. Let's go ahead and get this titanium structure out and pushed away. Off you go. Oh, a little too close. There we go.
Valuable object processed.
Okay.
Credits deposited.
Now, do we have anything like an airfoil or something that needs to get caught? Oh, we have a bunch of fabric. We don't need to worry about the fabric. The fabric goes off to the furnace, just the same as the stuff. So, but do we have an air filter? Doesn't look like we have one on this one here. So furnace. Okay, we're going to do a quick test here. Savage. The door on the inside, processor. Well, you know what? It's going to be very little. We'll take the ding this time. I think that'll be okay. Let's get this aft cone off and sent away. It's still attached in some way. How's it still attached?
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Okay, it isn't attached. I thought it was for a second. There we go. Now, I think it was just the doors. I think everything else is out.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
We got our benchmark anyway. So,
All rewards.
we have one last tether.
Caution. Tethers depleted.
There we go. We hit our benchmarks. That's what I care about. Now, take a quick look-see. Anything else that potentially didn't get in? I think we're good. As soon as that gets fed into the furnace, we'll start getting points up.
Deposit accepted.
There's for the door. And the other door. There we go. Seeing about 2%. Yeah, that sounds about right. before we leave the area, let's go ahead and let's freshen up our tethers.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Thank you for your
Tethers restored.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Well, that didn't go as planned, but still did a respectable job on it.
New certification level awarded.
Okay, we're apprentice.
Upgraded.
Nice.
Cutter 9346-52. Your designated sleep period is now over. Have a great day.
All right, folks. Got a priority message coming in from corporate. Everyone put down what you're doing and have a listen.
Maybe they're gonna give us some holiday time. That'd be awesome.
That would be a first.
Probably just another Polson kid getting a cushy exec job.
Hush up now, y'all.
This is an important message to all Link Salvage Division employees. It's come to our attention, thanks to a very loyal member of our family, that there has been talk about forming a shipbreakers union. A union is a dangerous thing, where extensive fees are extracted for so-called representation of your workers' rights. At Lynx, our top priority is already your well-being. This is why union activity is strictly prohibited by your contract, for your own protection. To safeguard you and your work, we are immediately dispatching an administrator to every salvage sector. This administrator will oversee operations and ensure proper employee conduct. They are authorized to correct worker behavior by any means, and they'll remain in place until we can guarantee company-wide integrity. Until then, remember, the company is your family. The union is your enemy. Thank you.
No holiday. Told ya.
A union? I haven't heard anything about that. Have you?
Of course not.
Probably happening around the Martian districts. They always been quarrelsome.
You heard anything like that, Lou?
No. Hey, Weaver, do you know when our administrator's showing up?
Week, maybe? Coming all the way from HQ at Jupiter Gate. When they get here, we'll need to be on our best behavior.
Oh, great.
Nothing to fret about, all right? But they are going to be checking everything. Salvage logs, transmission records, operational efficiency.
Oh, great.
You'll be fine, Kai. It's not a performance review.
Lou's right. Now, let's just try and keep our heads down and weather this storm together. See y'all in the yard. Weaver out.
Hey, don't worry. This is a closed channel. There won't be a log. Well, looks like things might get a bit difficult around here. They're gonna try to make our lives hell. Don't worry. Just having access to the Union News Group doesn't make you a full-fledged member. Besides, no one from corporate has access. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous. If anything happens, I'll make sure nothing comes down on you. Lou out.
Thanks, Lou. All right, we got a new ship, the Javelin Tanker. Javelin Tanker from Helix Heavy Industries is a highly modular, multi-purpose ship type, primarily used for industrial purposes. The tanker model is a mobile fuel platform. Beware of extensive fire hazards aboard. The entry-level version of our tanker was easy to create by simply stripping out expensive creature comforts, cup holders, bad seats, safety features, and so on. Oberon Odyssey, CEO, Helix Heavy Industries. All right, so our spare regeneration fee, which came up, was the 150,000. So not bad for making a whole new person. But yeah, it made it so then that we got jacked up on the daily fees. Now, let's go over to our terminal here. Something else showed up. Certification. So yes, we got to level 7. So yep, Javelin tanker got unlocked. We got some more things here. Yes. Messages. Okay. Mom and Pop to Megacorp. Mom and Pop to today, every ship traveling to every colony in the solar system does so thanks to Lynx Corp. Imagining our planet's mining civilization without Lynx and the business and technology acumen of its operators, the Paulson family is inconceivable. Here on the journey is how a Paulson family turned a modest mom and pop recycle ship the behemoth of progression and innovation we know today. The origin, a humble endeavor. So when the thing was coming up, was talking about a Paulson somebody getting a cushy exec job. I think it's talking about this. This is the group that's being talked about. Centuries ago, humanity decided to leave Earth for a better, brighter future, venturing into the outer wilds for new opportunities. In a matter of years, prominent companies like Martel Industries set up shop in the uncharted territories on and around Mars. In 2088, back at Earth, an ecological-minded couple, Kip and Gerda Schlesinger, began a small and unassuming recycling company recycling debris from the dangerous Kessler Belt, Lynx Salvage. Their goal was to clear and recycle the deadly debris so that more people could safely reach orbit. The Schlesingers ran Lynx Salvage for 34 years, expanding into shipbreaking and growing the company's size at a steady rate. Over the next 200 years, ownership of the company is passed down through the family. In 2004, Kip and Gerda's great-great-grandson, Jonas Schlesinger, became CEO. Jonas ran the company without much interest or promise. 4 short years later, industrialist, philanthropist, and great innovator Exeter Paulson saw opportunity in the modest company. It was time to be placed in the right hands. After a brief negotiation period, Exeter took over the operation in 2208. Buying all of his many holdings and interests into one company, Exeter rebranded Lynx Salvage to Lynx Corporation in 2010. Overnight, the humble, homely, earthbound business transformed to the prosperous solar megacorp it is today. Up next, the Executor Paulson era, 2163 to 2262. Group undisclosed, Center undisclosed, unverified, issue 14, cancel the debt. One of the most prevalent issues regarding workers' rights among the shipbreakers is the fight to cancel the debt. It's the belief of this union that no shipbreaker deserves to be in the debt of a company for the privilege of doing the hard work we do. Shipbreakers are a key part of the very foundation supporting the current age of stellar exploration and expansion, which the company profits heavily from. Our work removes the masses of outdated ships that otherwise clog civilization and transforms them into valuable resources to be used for construction and manufacturing. It's time that we were recognized as invaluable components of the active progress that our species that we are. We deserve the rights, recognition, dignity, and respect that our profession demands. That includes not trapping us in an inescapable cycle of debt. We deserve to hold the power and value of our own hard work and see it towards building our own better futures. Cancel the debt, respect workers' rights, hope is action, solidarity is strength. Salvage Workers Unite. Issue 15, Contract Clauses. In this issue, we'd like to address our demand of revising the shipbreaker contract. Did you know that the company owns all of any and all intellectual property for any invention or artistic creations made by their workers? That's right, you signed away that right the moment you took this job, forever. Were you able, by that signing the contract, you agreed to not have any body modifications done, such as piercings, tattoos, or contraceptive devices without company approval? Are you aware that the company has free reign over where to terminate you to cook a new spare from the system, and that there's no regulations or provisions in place for when that should occur? It can literally do it for any reason. Or that its continued use of a dysfunctional spare is purely at the discretion of the company, not to mention the policy on toilet breaks being a whopping 28 pages long. These and many aspects of the Lynx shipbreaker contract are inhumane and desperate need of regulation for the dignity of our workers. Salvage Workers Unite is determined to have these shortcomings addressed by regulation from the Stellar Commission. Salvage Workers Unite. Yikes. Anyway, so got there. Let's go to our equipment. I need to see what we got. Equipment. All right. Our thrusters are down to 50%. I think that's time for a clean. Scanner's kind of shoddy, but that's fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and repair. Laser cutters gain medium. Dust particles. Heat capacity plus 10. Oh, yeah, that's worth it. Less chance that's going to give me problems. Increasing the effective range. So it's currently at 10. It can go up to 15 now, which is not bad. We're not gonna do that though. The gripper. What do we got? Okay, so it actually increases the lifetime of the tethers. Okay. Oh, we want to do yeah, the speed of drain. Yeah, we want to do that. It's highly sophisticated, allows for the build-up of an even larger van der Waals field. Holding the device's trigger will charge up a large-scale field, increasing the effective push force considerable margin. It makes it so then it unlocks from a max force of 3250 newtons. I like that thought. Yeah, let's do that. And that's all our tokens. What else do we have in here? Okay, so we haven't got anything new for the helmet or the work suit necessarily. Okay. That's good. Yeah, I think we're all good and set to go. Let's get started into our new shift. So, we did that one. That is a patrol craft. And that is the Constellation. Let's go ahead and jump into this patrol craft, because I haven't done a patrol craft. So. You're selecting a ship lower than your current rank. This will result in lower profits. Do you wish to proceed? Yeah, why not? It's only 2 ranks lower. Not a problem with that, necessarily.
Morning, folks. How y'all holding up? I have a question. A what? Hello? You're... I can't hear you, Kaido.
Kai, try switching to another frequency and then back again.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Hey, okay. I have a question. What's this administrator gonna do?
They're bean counters. Waste our time with productivity reports.
Oh, they've come here before?
Sure, loads of times. Profits drop, they send someone. Accidents go up, they send someone. Sometimes they just send someone to find out if they need to send someone.
They ain't a big deal, Kai.
You heard right, Paulson. I guess they're just snooping around for union stuff. Right?
Yeah. Gonna be here a week, tops. These types have the attention span of a gopher. They'll move on pretty quick.
What's a gopher?
What? Boy, you better come visit sometime on Mars when you're done here.
One day, we'll all...
Did my game just crash?
Damn gophers and whatnot. Keep that front of mind and don't fret none. Carry on now. Weaver out.
Game? Breaked out a little bit there. Give me a second. Take a quick look at my task manager, see if something's going on. Oh yeah, that jacked up my CPU usage got jacked up a lot higher for some reason. For a moment there. Looks like it's back to normal. Huh. Well. Looks like it might be okay. Well, this is a different layout than what we normally deal with. Giant thruster nodules, and it looks like it's kind of places. Compartment, thrust. So we have no pressure on the inside, which is good. Wow, there's a lot of junk in here. Okay, well, I got my work cut out for myself, I think. Whoop. Now, how do I get out of here? You go back up this way. Now, where is our reactor? Do we have a reactor? We do. It's directly underneath the... Yeah, right underneath that panel, that floor panel right there. That's not fun. But means that as soon as we remove a panel, we can get rid of it. So, whole bunch of fancy doodads on the front here. Now, I didn't see an atmospheric... I don't think I saw an atmosphere regulator at all. Okay, so for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and close up the airlock. Can. Nope, can't. Looks like I don't have the option. All right. So, got a bunch of doodads here that we're going to need to crank off, and then we can continue onwards. Okay, let's get started.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Searchlight. Sensor array.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposit secured.
Looks like I might be able to take off the entire the canopy, so I don't have to cut the glass out. Everything just goes. It's one big unit. Kind of cool. These giant lights here.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Communications array. Yank. Send that down there. Sensor tower.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Sailor Commission Orbital Guard. So this was a military ship.
Credits deposited.
I think. It was a patrol craft. So would make sense.
Salvage registered.
Okay.
Transferring credits.
Now, I'm very concerned about potentially doing anything with the thrusters with fuel systems going on. Doesn't look like the fuel systems are at all connected with the thruster nozzles themselves, so we can actually take those off. We'll get them on both sides. Light disconnect. And yank into place. There we go.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Off you go, big guy. All right.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Oh, yes. Flush switch. Let's do that. Okay. That's one of them flushed. And there's the other one. Oh! Oh! Cool! That basically just split the... That just basically disconnected the thrusters. Hey, hey! I won't say no to that. Okay. Well, those are going to be a handful by themselves. Is there anything else I need to take off this thing on the outside? I don't think so. Not really. There's the canopy, but that's kind of it. Let's go for that. Grab that light.
Salvage deposit registered.
Okay.
Account credited.
Let's cut this canopy free. And the whole thing just pops out. I love it! So much nicer than having to cut the glass free. Looks like the whole canopy just goes into the... Yeah, that's awfully nice. Woo! That was powerful. Lovely. All right. Now, before we continue on too much with that, let's go ahead and handle these big boosters. Oh gosh, fuel injectors and everything. We don't have any structural stuff attached to these things, do we? They're kind of on their own. Yeah, they're kind of separated on their own. Let's just tackle this big one on the side here. What's here? Energize the flow and output of the engine's omnidirectional thrusters. Okay. Okay, so we got some lights in here, but not a whole lot of them, one way or another. Just as long as we're careful punting these things into the barge.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay. Now the fuel stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff goes to the processors. Is there anything that doesn't go there? Because if there's nothing that doesn't go to the processor, we might as well just yank this whole thing into the processor bay. Okay, yank upward. Figured we were going to lose a tether. That's okay. This thing's really big. It's big and it's heavy. Uh-oh, uh-oh. It's getting yanked to the furnace. Ah! I'm getting yanked to the processor. No! No! I got processed. Oh, shoot! I didn't realize that I was going to get yanked in. Oh, man. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, that's what happens if you get too close. I was worth 814. Holy cow.
Well, Cutter, I'll say one thing. You certainly ain't afraid of dying. You might want to try and keep your spares to a minimum if you want to pull yourself out of debt.
Yes. Very much so. Good grief. That was my big concern, is that I was going to get myself yanked into the bay. Jeez. Yeah, it's kind of working. I just don't want this getting yanked into the furnace. That's the biggest problem. Come on, you big honking thing. Come on. And yank in there. Come on. There you go. There we go. Oh.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Yankee in there. Okay. Sheesh. That was a little bit more trouble than I was expecting that to be. Okay, now. Okay, so I have flushed the system. I'm just really concerned about those points there being so stinking close to the fuel things there. That's just a recipe for disaster waiting to happen. I think we can get away with it. Gotta be just very careful. Come at it from an oblique angle. So I can't hit a... So I can't hit a fuel tank. That's a bad position. Let's go ahead and rotate ourselves. There we go. Should be one more. And then this thing should be free floating. Or is it already free floating? I think it is. Aha, it is. Good. Okay, so it's got two fuel tanks on it, and it's got the fuel injector. Everything goes to the barge. I can handle that. See, this is why I wanted to do a different ship, because I've done nothing but mackerels. This is a whole different setup. Off you go. Now we'll get 3 things done. Okay, we want to yank another...
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Want to yank another, thing here. Are we completely clean? I think we are. Yeah. What we want to do is we want to grab this and we want to yank it this way. Just like that. Oh, let's go ahead and grab another one that's going to yank it upwards. Come on, work with me here, big guy. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now. Should keep yanking it that way. We're going to yank it that way. As soon as it gets close enough to the bay, we'll just yank it in. The tether should just die right there. Off she goes. All right.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Whew. Oh, didn't get a light. That's okay. Tiny little ding. Rotate ourselves a little bit. Things suddenly pointed right at me. Some of Richard Marx's songs are just classics. All right. That's done, and that's done.
Salvage deposited.
Our salvage goal. Fabulous. Okay. This is actually pulled away a little bit from the frame, so it should be... Go ahead and yank it to about halfway there. grab a second one so it yanks it even faster. Come on. Come on. Not towards the furnace. Into the processor bay. There we go. Get in there. Come on. Come on, you stinking thing.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Here we go. Processed. Okay, what I'm going to try and do with this top one here is I'm going to try and yank it forward as well as up. So this back half is going to go warp to there.
Tether supplies running low.
I know we're running low. It's okay. Go ahead and grab there. This whole thing up and try and pull it forward. Try and get away from the furnaces. Like that. Yes. Our tethers are getting low, so hopefully I can get this thing in here without too much more difficulty. Amy Grant.
Out of tethers.
Come on. Get in there. There we go. Hoot. Hoot. I'm in trouble. I'm potentially in trouble. Oh, yeah, I'm very much in trouble. Oh, shoot. Come on, give me a spot. Give me some grapple. Tethers. Need to buy tethers. I'm gonna lose this thing.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Have a nice day.
Okay. One tether kept it alive. Yikes. Oh, and that tether just vanished. Nope, 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 nope. You're not getting away from me. Get back in there. Pull, tethers! Pull! I'm not gonna get processed again! Get out of there! Oh. Yikes. Okay. Time for some drastic action, I think. I really should have broken these down and done them in smaller sections. I really should have done that. Gosh. Come on. Come on. Yank him in there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get you in this processing bay if it's the last thing I do. Get in there. Yank, 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 yank. There we go. Yank. Yank you in there. Go, 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 go. It's halfway over the... I need to get it further forward. That's the problem. It's just shimmying along the bay, unfortunately. That's the biggest problem right now, is that I just need to get it further forward. Come on! Yank! Yank, 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 yank! Come on!
Tether supplies are low.
I'm already gone through my tethers. Trying to get this stinking thing in there. Oh my gosh. I'm close. I'm so close. Come on. No! No! You're going backwards! No, 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 no! Forwards!
Caution. No tethers remaining.
I know. I got no tethers. I'm also nearly out of fuel for my thrusters, too.
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
Whew. That was close. Okay. Give me a second here.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
Fuel levels restored.
Oh, gosh. It's just sliding up and down the up the wall. That's the problem. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. Did that do it? Yeah! Now get your butt in there. Go, 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 go. Get in that bay. There we go. Ah! After 50-something tethers. Oh my gosh. Oh my good gravy.
Credits awarded.
Okay, in the future. Break those puppies down. That was not worth the stress. Okay, now. Reactors there. And other things. Let's work on getting some panels done and getting things tossed. Oh, Sunny Chips? That's a poster, I think. Collect the poster! That's another poster. Whee! Out we go, my friend. Out we go. Nice. Okay. Need to get into the crawl space. We need to knock off these big panels.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
This is all one big piece? I think it is.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
There he goes. There's our reactor.
Processor deposit accepted.
Well, we got a nice big opening to this now, so let's go ahead and deal with that reactor. Pull it to me, and down you go. Done.
Salvage secured.
Got our level 2.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Tether supplies are dropping.
Okay, there we go. Woo!
Deposit accepted for processing. Valuable object accepted for processing.
Caution. Tether supply depleted.
Yep, tethers are gone. Time to go get more. Again. Man, you really get going. I need to make sure that I get some upgrades for brakes.
Vintage on 9000. Thank you for your
Tethers restored.
Have a nice day.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Okay. Because the whole thing's twisted a little bit. That's fine. That's okay.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Ah, I'm gonna get smacked.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Now, I think if I take off the... It's right over here. I think if I take this power cell off, it will activate those lights. I don't know if it will activate other lights, though.
Salvage deposit registered. Account
It
credit.
would be nice, because it would make the... I think it does it for all the lights. So it makes the lights a lot easier to see. It's a little finicky.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Good. Halfway. Well, a little more than halfway, I guess.
Salvage registered. Transferring credit. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Off it goes.
Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Grapple damaged. My grapple down to 50%. Okay. Okay, the mattress needs to go. That way.
Material deposited. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Okay.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Applying credit. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned. Raw material processed. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credits.
Still got a big fuel tank in here.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credits. Valuable object accepted for processing.
Oh, airlock console. I didn't get a...
All salvage goals achieved. Rewards maximized.
achievement, getting all of the ones done for an Atlas class. Hey, I think we're good. I think the last thing to do is to yank this thing into a furnace and be done with it. So, I think the best chance we have is to yank this backwards a little bit and then yank it sideways a little bit. So, attach that to the berth doors. Double force towards that. There it goes.
Material accepted.
Oh, did it jam in the door? Oh, I bet it's just wide enough that it's jammed. It is. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, here's how we'll fix this. Let's do a little yanky yank. Like so. If necessary, we can always get our laser cutter out and cut this thing in. Cut parts of this off. Though I want to make sure that I'm not going to get caught in the...
Raw material deposited.
That's not working quite like I hoped it would. This is very risky.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Is it working? I think that's working. Hello, Jordan. Just finishing up an Atlas class. Unfortunately, I've gotten it jammed in the furnace. In the furnace port, so I'm trying to figure out how to rotate this thing so it can get done. Yeah, I really should. Did I get it?
Raw material deposited.
Yeah, I didn't quite get it. Yeah. Yeah, let me try again. Good suggestion.
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
Did I get it? Kinda. Yeah, all the light is kind of making it hard to see. My concern is that if I get too close, it's actually going to start sucking me into it. There we go.
Material deposited.
Yeah, I should have tried cutting that down just a little bit more, or tried to reposition it a little better. Oh yeah, I've died a couple times. So the first time happened at the beginning of the stream. I was getting the ship. I was trying to get the airlock detached and everything, and it had explosive decompression, and the two sides just squished together. The second time, I got too close to the processor bay and got sucked in and got processed. And apparently, I'm the cheapest thing on this thing. No, the processor. I was in the processor, this bay, and it processed me. And it told me I was worth $8.14. Oh, if you die in the furnace, you get an achievement? Well, that's something we can do eventually. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go with that so far. Okay. So had some structures and doors and airlocks, stuff like that. 1% loss. I think that's extremely viable.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following
Yay.
message.
New hat poster available, yes.
Life is the chance to work hard at work.
And got the Sunny Chips, yes. There we go. Yep, so I had to regenerate a spare. Ah, Helter Smelter. Incinerate 300,000 kilograms of aluminum. Nice. I love it. Yeah, so let's check their posters. Let's change these. This one. Yeah, we'll go with that one. I like that one. Okay, so we're a little short, so we're going to do another one. Yeah, I wanted to try a different ship because I've done nothing but mackerels. That one was an Atlas, so it was an Atlas patrol craft, so it was a different shape, and then we will try another one today. Let's see. We need to repair. We need to get a sticker, actually. Let's see here. Yep, there we go. Better stickers where? I think that was the only other extra one that I had solved. My equipment. There. Okay. This needs to get repaired. I don't want to increase top speed, though. That's the problem. Not necessarily. I'd love to increase brake. Give ourselves a little heat resistance because we're dealing with more fuel stuff. I think we're good otherwise. I don't think I can pay for anything else. I can increase the range of the laser cutter. Actually, wouldn't hurt. Yeah, let's increase the range on it. I'll be fine. Okay, repair things. Okay, so I get new certification at... Just another thing here, so... Queen of Myers-Smith, huh? Now, let's do this big tanker. The Thunder Cheong 5. Okay.
Hey, Dee Dee, what's it like to work with animals? I always wanted to get into it.
It's tough work, kiddo.
Tougher than shipbreaking?
Well, no. But, well, it's just different, I guess. Nothing quite like wrestling a calf.
Whoa, that's so cool. Eris doesn't get fresh meat, just big stuff.
Yeah, even on Earth, it's only really for rich people.
It was a pretty good job growing up, even if it was hard. It's not what it used to be.
Huh. How so?
Mr. Tucker, the owner, was about as useful as a steering wheel on a mule. No clue how to run a ranch. Was mostly my family keeping things going. But Tucker cut corners too much. Raising cattle on Mars is just a damn tricky thing. So we ended up struggling just to keep him alive.
That sounds fascinating. And also a little sad.
So it wasn't pleasant near the end, kiddo.
Okay, so we now have this giant fuel barge. Oh boy. There's a lot to add here. It looks like it's basically two separate structures pinned together by this aluminum structure in the center here and all kinds of stuff. So we got our work cut out for us. Go ahead, hit those tunes back up again and let's get going.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
There we go.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Okay, gotta be careful with this. Do not want to hit those those fuels things. Those things will just blow up this entire bay. Line her up. Bump her down. There we go.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Okay. High range high gain antennas are in. What else we got? Luckily, nothing is current. It looks like the only thing, the engine room, is And the airlock. Okay. Cabin, there's an airlock there. All right. We'll worry about the structure when we get around to finishing up one section. Got this big ring on the outside. Let's see if we can get it out of here. It's barge related, so... yeah, this ion ring. My laser's not strong enough. At least not for that bit. Shoot. I need mines? Oh, I don't have demo mines. Nope. Okay, got that section. Yeah, I haven't unlocked demo stuff yet. Okay, we're just gonna go around and see if we can get more of this done. Ugh. Or try other laser? I don't have another laser. Oh, wait, I got that one. Oh, no, I think it's because it was probably a little smaller. Oh, cutter versus point? Ah, fair enough. I didn't think about that. Okay, well, we got part of this done. That was a good suggestion. Thank you for that, Jordan. Okay, now. This is so big! I don't think I'm going to get this down here by myself. Let me see. That's the most effective way to remove? Well, if it's a cutter point, I've only ever just tried disintegrating them. They've only ever been small. They've never been as big as these. So... all right.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Off you go, big guy. Pull you forward a little bit. Here we go. Okay.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Airlock depressurizing.
Okay, so it's one way out. Ooh, that is a poster. Oh, and this is the cockpit here. Uh-huh. Doing a little Millennium Falcon kind of style here. So we got we got some electrical stuff in there. What would be the best way to handle this? Probably what I would want to do is I would want to close this airlock here and repressurize briefly so I can get inside and see what everything's in there. Because a lot of what's in there is actually probably pretty fragile.
Airlock pressurizing.
Okay.
Airlock pressurizing.
Now, did we have an atmosphere regulator? I'm actually not seeing one. There was in the cockpit. Yeah. Well, I think there was in the cockpit. So let's go ahead and depressurize that, because we can pressurize this area, then we can deal with that section. I thought I saw one. Aha! Here we are. Oh.
Air pressure level increasing.
Won't work. Yeah.
Airlock pressurizing.
Yeah, that's how that's going to be a problem. Here, let's go ahead and click that. Yeah, so I'm just going to have to crack into it.
Pressure level decreasing. Airlock depressurizing.
Well, we can at least decouple this thing. Helps mitigate the damage. Figure as much. I've already done that for the most part. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip this and then run over there and get into the airlock to kind of stay out of the way of everything kind of charging through. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. If I can. There we go. There we go. Actually, that was not too bad. We had a couple of things pop up, but we're good otherwise. Whew. Over the Moon Brewery. Okay, collect these posters. Yay! All right, so this was a cabin. Not a whole lot in here. All right. Well, next thing that we need to do is that we need to open up sections here and see if we can get our way hooked up to getting some options open so we can get things out of here and start processing. So, first thing, let's get this power cell off the... Well, yeah, let's go ahead and yank this power cell. Because... Oh, it didn't do it. Huh. Must be power elsewhere. Notice that if you remove the power cells, all the lights go red, so they're far easier to able to see. Okay, and there isn't one over here. Okay, let's take off this front panel here. little... Ooh. There we go. Send it off. Okay.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
And then if we cut these panels off, this gets our structure out of the way. Okay. Now that whole piece is just loose now. Huh. Anyway.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Okay, that is not going to be as easily removable. Oh, it might. Let me think here. If I grab it from the top, like that, oh. Is this whole front section done? I think it's completely detached. It's a little worrisome, but I think we can make it work. All right.
Processing. Credits deposited.
Okay. Go ahead and grab you like there. Yank you out of the way. Okay. This whole frame gets processed. I'm gonna have to cut it in. I'm gonna have to cut it into parts. That won't fit in that bay. That will be too big. Don't cut? Oh, okay. Is it all one big piece? Tether it in? Hang on a sec. Let me look at this. Oh, I can't even. It's higher. It's higher grade than what I can actually cut. Well, hopefully it'll fit. With the cutter, not the laser. Okay. Oh, it'll cut anything? Okay. Actually, you know what? It might just fit in all by itself. I might not have to cut anything. Okay. Let's check this part here as well.
Warning. Fuel levels
Oh, my fuel is getting low. All right.
are available for purchase at the Master Jack.
Well, while we're getting this thing yanked over there.
Tether levels are low.
Welcome to Ventatron 9000.
Okay, thrust fuel.
Fuel levels
Might as well get our tethers up, even though I don't like...
Have a nice day.
Processing valuable deposit.
Okay,
Credits transferred.
good. Oops. Now. I think what we can next deal with is the... Let's go ahead and deal with our cockpit here. Move so I don't hit the fuel behind it. Okay. Now what is that?
Airlock depressurizing.
Ah. That's just as good. Quick, easy way to get everything out of the cockpit area and get it processed or put to the barge.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Salvage one. Good.
Secured. Account credit applied.
Ah, and there's our hard points for the canopy. And some junk food. Woo!
Account credited.
Oh, come on, stop spinning. Please stop spinning that way.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Wall terminal.
Salvage secured. Applying credits.
The door. That would have got you down into that little compartment here. All right.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
All right. Awesome. Hmm. Okay, now. Go ahead and see if we can deal with some more points here. Yoink.
Object processed. Credits awarded.
All right. There we go. Whoops.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits.
That's happened sometimes when I've smacked a light heart really hard at close range and it just kind of disintegrates. It's weird.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credits. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Say, now the question is, how do I get some of the stuff loose?
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Take that whole section. There we go. Good. Thrusters damaged. Oh, thrusters to 75%. Yep.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Okay. I think we have some more of this released. Jordan, oh, I was looking online of like how you handle the airlock doors and stuff like that. From what it seems, the consensus is that it's not worth trying to cut out and process those properly. Just throw the whole thing into the processing. Because the doors themselves are only like a couple thousand credits. So it seems like you're expending more energy to get them out than it's worth. You concur with that idea? Oh, you're in ads. I'll ask when you're back out.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Valuable object accepted for processing.
Jordan, I had a question. I looked online and it showed that like the consensus was that when it comes to airlocks, the doors are not worth getting out to process separately because the doors have to be processed sometimes, but they have to be put in the furnace. What's your thoughts on that?
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Oh, you haven't found a way to get the doors out? So I actually have. It's a little tricky in order of operation. You have to close the doors when there's still power, and then you have to laser cut them out. It's not amazing. You can also do it by... Not worth it? Yeah. That's what I figured. It's like each door is like a couple thousand or something like that, and all the energy that you take getting them out it's more time than it's more time than it's worth. So but that's a data drive. Hello.
All right, so everyone on the tug knows their basic formulas. They don't tell you that when you're looking up at the sky, all starry-eyed. You gotta know math to live up here. And one of the most important formulas you'll ever learn is that kinetic energy is half of mass times velocity squared. That's a whole lot of energy. If you're running a tug, you gotta make sure you don't send all that energy directly to our Martian miner friends, or there's gonna be a whole lot of casualties and paperwork. Now, if you're working on a tug, your job is to coordinate with 2 or 3 other tugs to get that asteroid down without a scratch. Too fast and the asteroid starts to melt, and you have a hard time slowing down when it's time to land, and then a whole lot of mass and a whole lot of velocity kill a whole lot of people. Too slow, and you end up expending too much fuel, getting some unwanted spin, all sorts of nasty things. So you gotta coordinate with these guys,
Oh,
your
shoot.
brothers and sisters on the other tugs. You gotta pray to whatever god you worship that they're coming down just as fast as you are. You gotta be a mind reader. You gotta feel things out. The display can only tell you so much. That's what being a tug ops officer is all about. Math, luck, and faith in the other guy. That answer your question?
Deposit accepted.
Wasn't paying attention, and I ended up throwing a panel inside the processor rather than at the barge. Oh well. Yeah, that was my consensus on them. The return isn't worth it when you're timed. I'm not playing timed, but it still doesn't seem worth it. Yeah. I was just looking at what every time I've done a salvage, is like, I haven't been able to get 100%, so I started looking online. It's like, can you actually get 100%? No, you really can't. Because you'll lose things to getting the material getting cut out versus stuff, so you're always getting nicked by percentages or something like that, and then, you know. Yeah, because you can cut the doors out. It's just not worth it, worth the time. I've been able to do it. So if the doors are closed, yeah, it doesn't percent. Yeah, yeah. So when the doors are closed, you can cut right along the top of them, and it'll cut the doors out. If they're inside, then you can zap these pieces here, and the doors can then be yanked out. But like we've already come to, not worth it. You probably lose more in material loss of the structure and stuff anyway, in no matter what, so it's definitely not worth it. All right, now this whole structure yeah, we're gonna have to wrestle some things out through through the airlocks, I think, or at least the airlock ports. This is all one big piece. Oh, I haven't looked. We might be able to get some out through the if we take the back panel off the cabin, if that's possible, that would leave a nice big opening that we can take things out, but not a whole lot to take out at the moment. There we go. Just the lift off. Off you go. Rink.
Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage goal achieved.
Salvage 2. Right.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh, whoops. Well, whoopsie.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
There we go. Grab that panel. Now, so I've gotten the outside panels. Oh, there's another access door. Access ladder. Oh, that's still attached somehow. Oh, I think I know why. It's one big piece. I'm yanking from the other side. Here, this is what we'll do. Let's separate this from the thing if we can. Time to get to some of the scaffolding, I think. Okay. I'm worried if I use the laser, Oh, good night, Jordan. Thank you for dropping in. I really do appreciate your visits. I hope to see you Thursday. Ah, okay. So this whole thing is just a big sleeve. So I'm gonna have to yank the whole thing forward. Oh, who knows? Yeah, if you can't make it, that's perfectly fine. Okay, now I think I still have lights and stuff attached to the this. I do.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
There's the battery pack. Well, I'd wrecked it. Nope. go. Chair's done.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Okay. Those are our lights. Ooh, very ungainly. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Out you get. Oh, sheesh.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
There we go.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
All right. Is there anything else a part of this?
Salvage
I don't think so. This is all gonna get burned. Oh. Door console.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Okay. Oop, let's actually change our angle so I'm not hitting fuels. The big fuel. Okay, now. We've actually gone over our time, so... But, even though we've gone a little over our time, I'd like to try and get at least one of these big fuel tanks out of here. So, I think by... cutting these things, this whole barge can actually come, this whole tank can come free. And it can, yep. So. Wonderful.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposited.
Let's go ahead and get rid of these big fuel things, and then we'll call it a shift, and we'll end the stream. That works. Just a little bit of a... Just knock it off there. That just get pulled away. Here we go. Wonderful. Now, this big structure, I'm not sure how we handle this.
Credits deposited.
It's got to get processed. It doesn't go to the fuel, so... We got to cut some of the stuff anyway because it's just too big. We will worry about that next time, though. So. Alright.
Level attained. License level increased.
Hello, shipbreaker. Please.
Hey there, Rook. Saw that you found an old data drive while you were salvaging. Now, I'm a bit of a tech head and a history nerd, so I love these things. They're uncensored info. Sometimes it's junk, but sometimes it's gold. Either way, it's a more genuine view of the colonies than what you see on the garbage news networks. I'm sending you a data recovery program. You'll see it on your HAB terminal. Soaking in solar radiation mangles up the data pretty bad, but you can usually pull 1 or 2 intact files. Hopefully it'll give you a better sense of the wider world. Warts and all. Have fun. Later, Rook.
Thank you, Lou. I like Lou. She's awfully nice. Weaver got busy and asked me to review your salvage record today. I saw that you snagged an old data file in that ship. Look, I know that that works on Earth, but they don't give you the full picture of what's happening across the colonies. Don't want y'all getting on a read of what's actually going on off-world. These data drives, though, they're uncensored info. They give you a full view. Sometimes it's used junk, sometimes it's recipes or bad photos flexing in front of the mirror. Other times it's corporate rail mail or a ship captain's personal log. Anyway, don't tell Weaver this, but I'm sending you some software to extract the usable data off these things. You'll see a new data recovery tab in your HAB terminal. Soaking in solar radiation usually mangles the data, but you should be able to pull out a couple intact files. Okay, so I got a new HAB, Over the Moon Brewery. Ooh, Atlas Roustabout. Unparalleled brawn, unfaltering durability, unmatched power. When the job site requires a tireless workhorse, call on the Atlas Roustabout. 4 quasar thrusters and high-output solar power stations give the Roustabout peerless strength. Reinforced tow towers and push pads provide maximum work utility. Whether working construction, salvation, or demolition, the Roustabout lets you handle the hardest jobs with ease. I got a new one. It's for nanocarbon. Sweet.
Cutter, I want to tell you, I'm mighty impressed by you. Remind me of me when I started. All bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Had big dreams of hitting the rails back then. Bought myself one of them classic armadillo rigs. Named the old girl Beulah, after my mother. Told you about my bad revive a while back. Another case of me and technology not getting on, I guess. Bottom line is, this body just ain't fit for flying no more. So, I want to give Beulah to you, Cutter. She ain't in the best of shape, but she'll do good by you. Hell, even a few places around the village that'll fit her out for gate travel, if you're so inclined. Anyway, that's it. She'll do more for you than me now. I'm just happy she's gonna be with somebody that truly appreciates her. We're out.
Thank you, Weaver. Oxygen capacity. The grapple can get up to a bigger strength. Oh, more tethers, though. I'll hop on that immediately. Oh, do I have to level up all the ones? I mean, I'll upgrade that. Anyway, that was our next thing for... Anyway, that was our little bit of it being done, of Shipbreaker tonight. Had a couple deaths, which I was not expecting. Had a fight for my life with a couple big booster things, which I really should have broken down into smaller pieces if I could have. And yeah, we got into our biggest ship yet, which is this Atlas, this big fuel tanker thing. So we'll get back to that next time. We finish up the front half. We're going to kind of handle the middle section. Then we're going to work our way off through the backside and probably cut it into smaller pieces so we're not dealing with a giant skeleton that we're going to try and fit in. Anyway, yeah, so tomorrow, Final Fantasy XI will be what we're playing again. We're going to get back into the missions and stuff like that. We're also going to probably have to wait a couple times for it. So there's a couple things that I'm able to do. I think there was 3 things that I wanted to try and do in the stream when we had breaks. I wanted to continue with the story. If we get a break, I'm going to finish unlocking Blue Mage. I went and got the Siren's Tear, the jewel that we needed to get. And then there was a third thing, which I think was, oh yeah, beating Dynamis Bastock, and then potentially going off to do, and then doing Dynamis Windurst. So that's kind of the 3 things we're going to be working on tomorrow. If we have even more times that we have to break, I can't imagine that we do. There are other jobs that we can unlock, and a couple of them are actually relatively quick to do. Ranger's actually really quick. I went ahead today and went into Dynamis Bastock. Didn't pop any Notorious Monsters. We'll do that tomorrow if or when we hit a break. But we will do that. I have all the items to pop all the Notorious Monsters, so we can actually go and beat them tomorrow if we have a break in the story time. So anyway, I would like to thank everybody for being here. I really do appreciate it. Kyle, I want to thank you for being here. Nuts for Butts TV, you are always showing up on in my feed, even though you don't talk or anything. I love that you're doing it, man. The lurks are wonderful. Jordan, I want to thank you again for attending. It's been really nice being able to get a couple of insights from you about this game. I love this game. This game is great, and I am going to sing its praises to the world. Maybe at some point I'll actually play it where I actually have to worry about my oxygen levels. We'll see how that goes, because that means that I'll have to be a little bit more, I'll have to be more careful about that, as well as doing like a timer or something like that, But yeah, I really like this. I really like this game. So I'm very glad that I got it. I'm very glad that we're playing it, all that good stuff. So we'll get back to this game on Thursday, and we will finish up on that giant Atlas ship. I hope to see you guys tomorrow night for Final Fantasy XI, if you are so inclined. I'm also looking into potentially adding another game. The schedule will change more or less when we beat this game, which I don't know. We only finished up the first section of the campaign today. I don't know how many sections there are, so the game was probably a 30 to 40 hour thing. I don't know how many hours we played of it so far, but we've gotten quite a bit of it. We've gotten a good section of it, so I'm gonna keep going on with that. The only time when we kind of get through all the story stuff for Final Fantasy XI, we will ease off and we'll play it less days. That will be once we get through like Seekers of Adolin and the Racist Resurgence and all that stuff, because I will have a lot to do in terms of activities. But the story is the main reason right now. That's why we're playing it 3 days a week. So yeah, the schedule will change when that happens. I don't know when that's going to shift. We could be on Final Fantasy for the rest of the year at this point. I don't know how long it's going to take, because we still have, we have to get through Treasures of Argon. We then have Wings of the Goddess stuff. We have Abyssia, which I don't know it's particularly story heavy. I know it's content heavy. There's a lot of stuff that you can do there with Abyssia stuff, and I haven't explored all of that. But that's going to be kind of a similar thing of going to fight monsters. They'll drop spawn items. We go pop the notorious monsters. They'll have an item that they can drop that will be bunched up with others to spawn other monsters and stuff. We'll have to see how it goes. Abyssia is a lot of content that we'll get through too. I do remember playing Abyssia, and I remember Abyssia being kind of interesting. It's going to be interesting now that it's not so party heavy, and it will have a lot more trust stuff. And then we have Seekers of Adeline. So Seekers of Adeline will probably be something that we will get right into after Wings of the Goddess, because it's more story stuff, and it adds a bunch of more activity stuff. It's their last really big expansion. So yeah, that's kind of how Final Fantasy is going right now. Yeah, if there's any games that I would like to kind of add to the stream, they'll be kind of more low-key, light puzzle stuff. Anything particular. At some point, we will get to where we will do. We'll be kind of back to what we were originally doing, which was a main game Tuesdays and Thursdays. Wednesdays we'll probably go back to a war game of some sort. So we can go back to playing Verdun or World War Z or Star Wars Battlefront 2 or Helldivers or something like that. I have yet to find a scene for war games of any sort. But I have quite a number of games that kind of fit into that position. So we could get to that eventually, but right now the schedule's kind of sitting where it is. I will let you guys know what the schedule is going to kind of look like around Thanksgiving and Christmas, because I'm going to be getting together with family and stuff for that. So I will keep you guys posted. Anyway, once again, I would like to thank you guys for being here, for watching, for interacting with me. Those of you who do, if you don't catch me here, you go onto the YouTube. I archive all the VODs there. Yes, if you're able to catch me on my streams, fantastic. If you want to support me, you can come give me a follow, so then you know when I'm going live, as well as see my schedule and stuff like that. If you are feeling particularly generous, think about dropping a sub of any level. It could be just for yourself. You could gift a handful to people to give them just a surprise ad-free experience for me. But do not feel fully obligated to do that. Merely do that if you really want to try to support me, because it means a lot. I have not been doing a whole lot of adding stuff to the stream. I keep having thoughts stacked up in my head and float around in there, so I really need to get to it at some point. But anyway, I hope you all have a good night. I hope you're all going to have a good week. I hope you're all able to sleep well and get up tomorrow for the next day. And I will see you guys in the next stream whenever you catch me. So, so long and take care. Good night.